guys, this is Joy Ani scrapping in my own private Idaho, and I have a really fun layout for you today. And once again, I am using sketches and scrap paper and my stash and all the fun things, and I hope you will love this. So this is the last, well, I have two more sketches of Christmas Beautiful Life, and I can see that that is not, I need to get some more lighting here. I've got, ouch, ooh, that one was hot. Oh, here, does that better? So we gotta light up our lives. I want you to see this funness. So the sketch that I'm using today is from Jennifer Scrap and Cane, and I love this. This worked out perfectly, and one of the reasons that I love to use other people's sketches is it really takes you so that all your layouts don't look exactly the same. And this is not an idea I would have come up with if I hadn't been using a sketch. So this is of my grandson's second birthday, and they had a theme of Too Fast. And of course I've done some Cricut cuts, and people often ask me, for specific paper. A lot of times I use cardstock, and so one of the techniques that I used on this scrapbook page is weaving. Remember when we used to do this when we were in, I think I thought about this because I was thinking about Valentine's Day, and remember when we used to weave hearts? Well, I didn't have any black. I thought I had black and white check paper, and I thought, oh, that would be perfect. I'm going to make this really cute layout, but I didn't have any black and white check that looked like race cars. So I made this, and I'm going to show you how. I'm going to just do a short demonstration on how you can weave this. Weaving, I've used weaving on Easter. I've used weaving with Valentine's layouts, and now I'm using it for a birthday layout. So let's pretend that this paper is 12 by 12. So what I do when I'm going to weave is I am just going to cut 1/2 inches, and if you are not a fussy person, you could do this with scissors. Oops, that one's a good thing that that's not my real thing, because I just cut that. Can you see what I'm doing? So I'm leaving a little bit up at the top, about 1/2 inch up at the top. So if this were 12 by 12 paper, I would go up to about 11.5, and then I'm doing 1/2 inches. And of course, you wouldn't weave a whole, well, you might want to weave a whole 12 by 12, but I did not. I just did a piece. I needed 3 inches on one side, and I did 2 inches on the other. So I just cut it 2 by 12. So this piece is, I believe this black is, well, let's measure it and see. It's 3 by 12 in black, and I just cut my strips. So, and then the other thing, so this is what it looks like. It looks like you're making, remember when we take our scissors and make fake grass? Well, then you're going to take a 1/2 inch of, I'm using white, but you might, maybe you're going to make a Valentine. And on this one, since my strip was only 3 across, I only cut my strips at 1/2 by 4. And I'm just going to show you a little bit of this. I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing. And if you know how to weave, feel free to fast forward past me. So when you're weaving, what you're going to do is I'm starting under. I go under. I go under. I go over. I go under. I go over. I go under, and I go over. I cinch it up to the top. You can put either a glue dot or just a little tape runner right here, like that. The next one, I started under, so I'm going to start over. So I'm going to go over and under and over and under and over, and that is how easy it was to make that. And then if you have any hanging over parts, you just trim it. So that's how I created this. the next thing that I did, and I used, I want to show you the paper pack that I used and the sticker sheets. So this is an extremely old, close to my heart paper. It was called Cruisin, and I think I must have bought, this was like the second or third pack when I went into Close to My Heart, and this is all I have left. And I also wanted to show you, so see this paper that I used? I was so happy because on the back you can always tell which papers match the Close to My Heart paper by the zip strip. Well, I was supposed to use Twilight. Well, Twilight is a retired color. Well, all of the paper from Close to My Heart is gone because they're no longer in business. But it was Twilight. But look at how close this is. This is Lost Lagoon with Stampin' Up. This is Stampin' Up's Lost Lagoon. So if you have this paper pack and you don't have any Twilight, Lost Lagoon is a perfect match. Lost Lagoon is one of the colors that you can buy an entire pack. I believe there are, oh, I'm going to mess it up. I want to say there's 12 sheets of 12 by 12 for $10. I'll put the real information underneath. But look at how perfect this goes. So if you have any of this paper and you don't have the cardstock from Close to My Heart to match, the Lost Lagoon is a perfect match for Twilight. It really is. So I just had a little bit of that. So I want to show you how I use scraps. I mean, this is the scraps that I used because I had so little of this paper left. So, and I have a little bit more, and I will save everyone. It came with these cool stickers, and so I want to show you how I use the stickers. I was very smart. So I wanted a little race car, and I bought the race car stamp from Stampin' Up. It's really cute, but it was facing the wrong way, and you can like stamp off on like acetate and then have it go the other way, but it just wasn't dark enough because I really wanted, because I used the real red glitter on there. So anyway, I cut it out on the Cricut, and this, see the tires? I used this from the sticker sheet. So those weren't really tires. And my grandson's turning 2, so I put the 2 on there. But anyway, so you can find, and this Cricut cut is from, I want to say it's from Nancy Fan, but if you type in Too Fast on, if you have Cricut access, or if you go to Design Space if you have a Cricut, and you can make this. And I'm going to cut this in half because I want the red to go out farther, but anyway, so these are Cricut cuts. So let's go ahead and get this party started, and I will show you. And I took a picture of my layout because I tend to forget what I'm doing. I'm going to work on the left side first, and then I'm going to work on the right side. But it was so cute. So when I came to my daughter's house, I want to show you her cute little decorations. So what a cute, cheap idea for a birthday party. She put black paper, just butcher paper, down there, and I think she used chalk. And it went all the way down there. Isn't that so cute? And then I think there's some spare tires. So in because it's winter and it's Idaho, she made that all the way around. So she had all the kids' toys, and so the kids could go around in her garage on their little travel toys, and it was just super, super cute. She's super clever, and so the little chocolate donuts were the spare tires. So super, super, super cute, and it was a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and get this party started, literally. So this is the most fun I've had on a layout for a while. Maybe because the subject is so cute. So this is, they had gray paper with the cruisin, but like I said, I didn't have any sheets left, so this is a mix-in. You could some of the country wood paper would be perfect for this. If you don't have this one and you're a Stampin' Up person, you could definitely use this as a base for your country wood, or you could distress it. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'll show you what it looks like on the back. This is my paper that I created. Yay me! And I'm going to go ahead and put that down, and it's 12 by 12. And you can see that I'm following her sketch fairly close, and Jennifer Kane, you did a great job. I mean, this was such a fun layout to do. So here's her layout again. So she has paper, so I'm going to go ahead and put that down. It was a little jagged, so and I needed a little splash of color. So I just cut the glitter paper at a 1/2 inch by 12, and I'm going to put that right there. So let's get started. This was actually, it was a time-consuming thing because of the weaving, but honestly, it was very therapeutic. Something about took me back to being a little kid and sitting in class and weaving yours. So, and now I'm thinking, oh, I can do a Valentine's layout and there's a really cute weaved heart. So I'm going to go ahead and I put this at a 1/2 inch, and I'm going to put the glitter paper at. There's some paper packs that I just have absolutely loved, and it doesn't take, like I said, now that Stampin' Up! Has their 12 by 12 cardstock, I am like rocking and rolling because it doesn't take me much to make a layout. I don't have to have a lot of paper. So this I tore. This was a zip strip, and so I just tore it, and I didn't even have a whole one. So I'm splitting it, and this is overlapping, so I am literally using just little bits and pieces of different things. So talk about being scrappy. Isn't that why they call it scrapbooking? Is because it's scrappy. But this is really cute. It has like an arrow, and it has the, I think I want the arrow going up. So, and I tore both sides to make it look jaggedy. Is jaggedy a word? I'm just making up all my own words today. Yay me. So I'm gonna do that one. The other thing I like is on this one, there are a lot of picture opportunities. And you know, now that I'm looking at this, I'm supposed to print one more picture, and I will do that, but I am not going to stop doing what I'm doing. So I did do a dry fit, so I'm going to put this right here. It's kind of overlappy, and you can see I am not going to waste this precious paper. I'm going to put this up, because see how she has her title here, and she has her title here, and then she has others. You know, I'm gonna, if I put this on something dark, are you going to be able to see it a little bit better? 'Cause I feel like this, no, it's printed, and we're just not going to see it really well. But if you want to pop over to Christy's Beautiful Life, this is day 27, I believe. So, and I am starting. I'm so happy. I only have one more Christy's Beautiful Life left from. It's from, I believe it's from. This is the October one that I'm finishing up. So I'm going to put a 3x4 picture right here. So use your imagination in the final picture, like when you're first coming on to Joy Scrapping in My Own Private Idaho. You'll see the picture that I put there. I actually I just forgot to print it. I'm having little focusing moments. It's so fun to have your yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put this right here, and I have all these, and I print my photos. I learned how to use my Epson. I want to have a little bit right there, and then I'm going to have the 3x4. Is the 3x4 going to fit? Yes, it is going. Actually, it hangs over. Like if you look at hers hangs over this way. The picture hangs over this way. Well, I'm not going to hang it over that way because I am going to trim this a little, because the 4x6 comes across like this, and this is smaller. It actually starts on this side, So I'm going to go ahead and start it on that side, and I will trim it a ½ inch. Now that I'm looking at this, I'm kind of making this up as I go. I'll drop my yep, here we go. Sorry for the delay. I'm just going to trim this off. And it's a little bit deeper, so I'm going to trim it off a ½ inch. Okay. All right. Now, that looks like, that is more like a picture. I was actually going to not have it. I think I'm going to have it go that way because that is kind of a little bit of an ouchie. And then I'll have my 3x4 picture that goes right here, and that will be perfect. So hold your word. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and cut out a white sheet. I just put a 3x4 here so we can so it can hold my spot. Otherwise, we're gonna take too much time with this one. But I think every now and then it's good for people to see that you don't just, layouts aren't as quick as the 10 minutes it takes to do a process video. So this is going to go here, and that will be my 3x4. I do, like I said before, I print my pictures. I have an Epson, and I use the creative print, and I do the borders. So these pictures they actually wind up to be about 5.5 by 4.25. And I usually trim them down just because it's a paper saving thing. So I'm going to, so this actually, I am just forgetting what I'm doing here. I'm going to have that go right there. And then I'm going to go, this is going to go right here. And I will put the other one so that I will remember to actually put it there. I have another picture of him opening presents. So my new thing is I'm trying really hard because the new generation, the young generation, they really do not want like 40 scrapbooks. A lot of them are mine, and I'll keep them, but the ones that, you know, will probably outlast me, I just want to have one per day. And actually, I'm going to drop this down a little bit now that I'm remembering, because I've got my title up here. So let's just, I'm so thankful for things that move around. So this is going to go up here. It's a little bit bigger, and I want it to, if you overlap your things, I think they look a little bit better. And I'm going to pop that up a little bit. And as long as I just need to make sure that I'm not cutting off my son-in-law's head. It's never nice. It's never nice to cut off your son-in-law's head. I don't live with, I do live with my children. This isn't the set of children that I live with. But it was funny when these two got engaged to be married. My other son-in-law, who I've lived with for the last, well, at that point, these guys have been married for like 5 years, but when they were first getting married, I had lived with my other son-in-law and my other daughter for probably 6 years, and he said, "Now it's your turn. You have to take Mom." But and he was so sweet. He said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So it's good to be loved. All right, so I'm cutting this in half because it's why would I hide its cuteness underneath? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it so that it comes out like this a little bit more. I think I like it down here so that it's, like I said, I like to overlap. I'm going to pop this up, but for right now, I'm just going to put, just know that I'm going to pop dot that. But when I'm on screen, I get a little nervous and forgetful and all the things. So I don't like to pop dot because once you put foam tape on something, you're not moving it. So if I get nervous and things start falling off, and I won't be able to move things around. So I'm going to put this right here. It's too fast. So he really did grow up too fast. It's my little guy. I'm covering him up because I really don't, I try up. It just looks better from the middle though, doesn't it? So you can play around with it. And like I said, these cuts are all, if you are, people always, because I use a Cricut, they think, oh, you're technical. Trust me. Anybody that knows me, I am not technical, but Cricut Design Space is as easy as falling off a log. So I just type in the theme of what I'm doing. A lot of them I get from the Scrappy to Do It. Like this whole thing was on Scrappy to Do It. So I do that a lot. Okay, so when we look at, and I'm looking here, it's like, oh, I need some kind of cluster here. So I'm going to probably add something. I'll look through and see if I can find something over there. So I'm going to put, and I didn't put a title. I didn't put a title on here, Happy Birthday, because my birthday cake takes place. I don't need it because I have Happy Birthday right here. So I want to line that up a little bit, and true to form, because when I'm on screen I lose everything I touch. I have lost one of the pictures, but there's 3 down here. So just know that I will put those on eventually. So I'm going to put this right here. I'm keeping this up 3 from 11. And these pictures can kind of overlap. They're kind of cute if you overlap them like that. And then I'll have a 3rd one like that, and I'll tuck it under that, because the middle one, I want the middle one to be kind of the star of the show. Well, actually, there's only 2 of them, because I'm supposed to put some kind of cluster over here. So let's look at what we have that could be clustery. Oops. I hate it when I've done that before. You put adhesive on it, and then if it gets on your pictures, especially when you print them yourself, I feel like, oh my goodness, it's going to get stuck forever. So let's see if we can add, let's just popping around like none other. Okay. And I might put, I think I'm going to put a 3rd picture over here and not do a cluster, because I'm all about pictures. And I have small ones. The nice thing about having small pictures is I would not want to take up a 4x6 spot with a cake, because and if you've got the smaller pictures, then I have a great picture of the cake, I have pictures of the presents, without taking up valuable real estate, so to speak. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to find a 3rd picture or an embellishment. So here we go. So on this side, I want to show you what I made. So this is a Cricut cut. I'll show you what I did first. So this was my inspiration for this side of the page. Well, actually, it was hers. And you can see that she has like a block of, she had a block of paper on here. So I am using a square, but it's hollowed out just like this picture. So I think this picture was the inspiration for what I did on the side of this page. So I'll show you how I arrived at this. So I'm kind of impressed with my happy little self. Like I said, this layout has been super fun for me. So once again, I have done, it's a repeat on this side, just like with hers. You can see she has the paper, which I've used the weave, the torn paper, and I added the red glitter just because it made my edges look more even and laid up. So anyway, so I'm hoping you will try, and actually this is my challenge. I'm going to make this a challenge. I do a challenge on my Scrapping in My Own Private Idaho. I will make this a challenge for the month of January. It's almost over. Last month you were supposed to do something interactive, and this month because I used a weave, and now I have buried my, so funny, I have two, yes, I have two tape runners. So I haven't been doing as much crafting because I am doing the challenge. I'm doing the Get Organized in 2025 challenge. That's crafters, and it's through with Dana K. White. So if you have nothing to do, or if you're looking at organization, her organization I think is the best one I've seen for crafters because it is literally guilt-free. Her basic philosophy is you can keep anything you want, because as a crafter, what happens most of the time when we're doing organization is they ask the question, do you love it? Hello, we're crafters, we love everything. And do you need it? Well, of course we need it. We're going to make the coolest thing out of creation. I mean, look at this paper pack. I've had this paper pack for 23 years. So all of the organizational things that I've ever watched never worked for me, because when I ask the questions, have you used it in 6 months? Well, that's it's just getting warmed up at 6 months. I mean, seriously. I always said that if scrapbooking would be a very cheap hobby if we just used what we had. Okay, having said that, so I got to show you this cute little thing. So this was a Cricut. This was on the Cricut, and I kind of cut it out differently. I cut it as negative space. This is shimmer tape. I'm going to show you on the back. See, this is shimmer tape. And so I am going to pull the shimmer tape off and hope. I need to put it down very straight. So I'm holding my breath and praying to Jesus that this will be straight, because it's kind of nerve-wracking. And the other thing is I love shimmer tape. I have a drawer full. In back of me, literally, I have a drawer full of close to my heart shimmer tape. But I often think that shimmer tape was placed on the earth because the Lord knows I need patience. And so shimmer tape is it it is there to test my goodwill and my patience, and to see if I can actually get it off here. And you can see me struggling, and there's all kinds of ways to do it, but you know, yeah. So I'm just struggling to get this off, and you're going to get lots of stress. I think this is going to be a very long video. You're going to hear more about me than you ever really wanted to. So this is, oh, hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I almost got it. Almost got it. Oh, yes. I am not pulling it up, all of them, because, and actually, I'm going to put just one side down first. Oh, I'm stuck. And I need to really think about where I'm putting this. And according to my design, I'm putting it right at the top. I want to put it down straight, and I want to put it down all at once. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. And then I'm going to pull this off. And then I can pull, yeah. Okay. I don't want to tempt fate by moving anything else around. So then I have my pictures. I have my cluster up here, and I'll show you all the fun things that I did, because I had to monkey around with those a little bit because they weren't exactly, my arrow wasn't going the way I wanted to. So I'm putting this one. Her layout has this one in a little bit. So this one's kind of right here. And then this picture is right about here. And I got to get these things straight. Okay. Ruler, don't fail me now. Okay. I'm going to put this right here. All right. Okay. Are we good? We are good. Where's ruler? Ruler, where are we? if I had a dime for. So, another interesting thing that I've been watching a lot. I don't watch TV because there's not a whole lot on there that I like, and they say too many naughty words and, you know, garbage in, garbage out kind of thing. So I don't watch a lot of TV, but I do watch thousands of YouTubes. And now I'm thinking, I wish I wouldn't have had that. I wish I would have moved it down, but guess what? We have committed. So I'm going to make this one at about 6. And I'm going to tape that down. Okay. It's over here, like that. Yep. And I did use a white base on this one. Oh, please don't be sticky. It never fails when I put things down, and then it'll get glue right in the middle of someone's face, and then they'll lose part of their face, and it's just so sad. Okay, so that one was. He really loved the little guy. He liked it when we sang to him. He thought that was pretty cool. I have sang to him when he was little. He is a very busy guy, so he doesn't ever slow down. So I really enjoyed it when he was a tiny baby, because my daughter would say, you know, if I was going to watch myself, I want to watch him right before he goes to sleep. I want to rock him to sleep, and I would sing to him and pray over him, and it was just great fun. So yeah. So here we go. This is at 10 1/4. And then we have the one little picture of him with his person. So let's see. This is our. Oh, I did. That's kind of funny. Oh no, this one. Let me look at my picture again. Okay, so I have a 3x4 up here, and this is him actually. His auntie is helping him ride. He is absolutely in love with his aunt. She is his favorite person. He comes to our house, so this is the daughter I live with. And so he'll come in, and first thing he says is, "Row, row." Okay, and here's our little car. And I was just so impressed that I did. So this is just cardstock. It's I forget. It's real red, and it's foil paper. So the car is out of foil paper. The tires are just out of black cardstock, and this was, of course, from this sticker sheet. And this will be popped up as well. I will put it in between the food. I'm just going to lightly tap it so you get the general gist. Right there, like that. Oops. And I might have tear tape works really well on these, because, to be quite honest, when you start using these other specialties papers, sometimes they are, oh, and I was supposed to put, hang on, I'm forgetting myself. So there's a cluster over here. That's this one. So we're going to put that right there, and that will pop up a little bit. And I'm going to overlap it over the picture. We're just covering up the cheese. We're not covering up the cake. And then this car will come here right like this. We're going to overlap that a little bit. If you didn't like the white, you could sponge it a little bit. And that goes right there. And then this is right here. And there is a traffic light that goes right here, but it is on the table somewhere. We'll find it when we least expect it. Okay, so that's there. And then I'll journal in here about how he loved being sang to. And then we need our cluster. So this was my, oh, here, this goes right here. And I gotta cover him up. I do try to protect privacy a little bit. Okay, then this is a sticker, and I'll show you what it started off like and how I changed it. So the problem was it went like this. No, it went, let's look at our stickers. So this is the sticker sheet. Well, it's going the wrong way, and I wanted it to kind of point down to them. So what I did was I cut it apart. I'm putting it on a round circle. I cut it apart and I layered it. So the first thing I'm going to put down is this, and hopefully I'll be able to get it off. These stickers are very old, so I'm hoping this all goes well. I mean, you can, yeah. Oh boy. Right now it'd be great if I had nails. So I have one more day, one more day of Christy's beautiful life. So I will do my other grandchild's birthday. So I have two daughters, they're 6 years apart, and they each have one child that was born 14 years apart, and they're born on the same day. So we have lots of birthdays on. So I'm because this is so kind of moving around a little bit, I am putting it on. I just made a circle, and so I can make my cluster around this circle without losing my mind. So there's that one, and then I will trim off with my scissors. Well, just know I'm going to trim this off. Nope, I've got these great big honking scissors. This is not the kind of scissors you want to use when you're crafting, because you want to have small ones. Okay, I'll put this down here, and then we'll have the sign, going places. So the point of this, now I got all the pictures. The point of this is you don't have to, if you have something that you want to use like this, you can cut around it, you can manipulate it so that it works, so that it works for you. So I'm going to put that right there because I want that pointing to my grandson. And then I'm going to put this going places. I'm actually just going to tape this down. I'm not going to, you don't want to watch me take that whole thing apart. And I have this cute little, what is that? I'm not for sure what it is. It's a cute little thing that's going to go in the cluster, and we're going to cluster that. So there's that page right there. I'm going to put that right here. It's getting a little long, so I'm just going to speed ahead. And so now we need to go ahead and look at, I left off the cluster, and so we're going to go kind of through that process. So that I think that cluster looks great. And with the journaling, it's going to go right here. Okay, so let's bring in the other page, which is this one right here. Okay, so I have the 3 small pictures here. Another picture is going to go here. I could go ahead and I could add some things. I'm just going to go ahead and cut these out because I may decide to go with the pictures. But this is what I'm thinking. So I had this cute little sign that says, "Are we there yet?" So with the clusters are my nemesis. For those that don't already know, I'm going to put that right there. So I'm going to move this around a little bit. You can put this right here. We can have just have a bunch of little signs pointing to the cake. It would be cute to have a arrow pointing to the cake because, yeah, that's important. We have a little sign right here pointing to the cake, and then maybe one of these round little heart things. And when you're clustering, you want, this is what I've been told. I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. You can, I'll just put that right there. I think I need a different color for that one. Maybe Hit the Road. I'm not thrilled with this one, so this part right here. So I may just go ahead and put a fourth picture there. So it'll be interesting. You'll have to be sure to look at the picture right as you're coming on. This could be cute. You could have something like this. Yeah. So, well, I'm going to put another picture here. Process of elimination. So normally I have everything planned out, but for whatever reason I've forgotten 2 pictures. So I'm going to put a 3rd picture here, and I think that's going to, because I just don't have things that are, you know, I might be able to find another little flag or something like that to go on there, but to me, I think I would rather have the picture, because I'm only doing the one layout. So, and I'm trying to have you, let's see, let's do another 2.5 by 2.5, and you can just use your imagination, and I think you're all that good. But, so, I started to say that, you know, ADHD, it got in my way. So, for February's challenge, if you are one of my peeps, or are local, even if you're not local, so my challenge to you for this month's crafting is that you put some kind of weave element. So we're just gonna have another picture like this on here. So we'll have 3. I might even add 4 if I could put 4, because I have more pictures that I could, definitely more pictures that I could put on across, and so that is what's going to go there. So I'll have a picture here and a picture here, and this will be our layout. So anyway, so if you would like to participate, just post your layout with something that's weaved. It could be something small, it could be something big. Just use something weaved. You could even make a flag out of a weaved thing. So anyway, so this is longer than normal. I hope you will like and subscribe. And once again, this is Sketch 27 by Juniper Scrappin' Cane. And we'll see you next time. I have one more layout for Christy's Beautiful Life, and it only took me 3 months. It's supposed to be a 30-day challenge, but you know, why shorten a good thing? So anyway, talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.